I wanted to talk about a couple system problems that we're seeing with both income-driven repayment requests and with public service loan forgiveness. IDRs, first of all, are actually processing pretty quick right now. You can tell that they beefed up their department in anticipation of all the SAVE people who are going to have to switch. So I've noticed that even Mohila has been processing at least electronic requests pretty quickly. If you have to upload documentation or whatever, it can take a little bit longer, right? So when you're doing the application online, if it tells you what the payment amount is, then then it linked properly to the IRS, and those are done electronically and should process within a week or two probably. However, if it doesn't link to the IRS, or you're using alternate proof of income and you upload your tax return or your W-2 or whatever, then it has to go to a clerk or a rep to actually process that request. There's a longer queue for that or backlog, and it can take a month or two, but still a little bit longer for those. I've seen situations where it's not recognizing the new tax filing. So for example, I had a client this week filed jointly last year in 2024. And I advised her, okay, wait till you file separately, and then after you filed your taxes, then you can go in and switch from SAVE to to IBR or recertify your plan or what have you. And she did that, and it still gave her a payment that was $1,000 a month too high, and it was obvious it was still seeing the 2024 return, even though she had filed her 25. So you might want to give it a little bit more time after you file, before you switch or recertify or recalculate, just to give it an opportunity to update with the IRS link. And also, you can always schedule a call with me if you don't know what to expect with your payment. I'll be glad to calculate it and tell you, okay, this payment, it shouldn't be any higher than this or that. So in this case, her payment should have been 400 and it was 1800. So it was an obvious difference, right? And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people panicked when they see that. But the way to fix that, if that's the case, then we can upload the new document and simply do a manual recertification, or we can wait a week to see if they update the system one way or the other. But you might see that. If you do, I want you to be prepared for it.